SBR Videos is sponsored by Sports Cash System. Click on the link below for more information. Hi, welcome to SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. This is the Pete's Parlay Show for NFL Week 3 college football, Week 4. Now, I want to start out this show by, I want to apologize for that losing fucking parlay that I gave you all last week. I don't know what the hell happened. I guess I slacked a little bit. I didn't think anyone really watches this show, you know what I mean? So I was like, all right. I was a little tired at the end of the week, put together a couple of picks, and I said, all right, this is good enough. And then I hear people do watch this show, you know, and I'm very flattered. And I thank you for tuning in. And what I'm trying to say is I want to apologize for the kind of weak parlay that I gave last week. It was a loser. I'm not happy about it. Look, you're not going to have a winning parlay every week, but, you know, I hate to give losers out. And especially now that I'm doing round robins, I hope to have, you know, at least a break-even week every week. We'll see what we can do. Right now, this is the third week I'm doing it. The first week won about $50. Second week lost 100. Each week these parlays are going to be roughly risk about 100. So right now down $50 overall. But I'm going to focus and concentrate on these fucking parlays from now on, and hopefully we'll be up significantly in no time at all. All right, so here we go. Looking ahead, NFL Week 4. NFL Week 3, college football Week 4, and of course I put these parlays together based on all the information that I've gathered over the week, talking to professional handicappers that I do game previews with in college and in NFL, and then I talked to Brent from BetDSI on Thursdays, and he tells me about the sharp and public action that he's taken for college and NFL, and I combine all that along with my own little bit of handicapping and from what I know of these guys, and I put together a parlay based on my favorite picks. So this week my parlay is going to be Seattle on the money line minus 4,000, parlayed with Denver on the money line minus 1,600. That's $100 to win $8.91. So you got to figure we're going to have a winner this week, boys. I'm just playing around. You know I was playing around with you, right? You know I was playing around. Seattle minus 4,000 on the money line. I guarantee you, some of you guys are going to be putting that into your every parlay you do this week, just adding another 50 cents to the winnings or something. It's interesting. Seattle minus 18 is minus 4,000. Denver minus 15.5 though is just minus 1,600. So those money lines get up there. Yeah, I'm not going to touch either of those games. Although Brent did tell me, interestingly, that there's no sharp action that he's seen so far on the underdogs and the spreads in both those games. And he did take one big sharp guy came in on Seattle when they were like minus 16 or so. So it's interesting. There have been some people betting Seattle. Of course, the public's been all over them with the teasers. All right. Let's go down these NFL games. First, let's start with the ones I didn't take. Now, Joe Duffy, he likes Detroit plus 1.5, but Brent tells me the Sharps are on Washington. Now, I trust Joe Duffy. This game, it looks like there's a lot of uncertainties. No way I'm going to touch it. He also likes the over 49.5 in Oakland and Denver, Joe Duffy does, and, I like that as well. But we saw what happened with the Philly game last night. In Week 3, a lot of these teams that have huge offenses the first 2 weeks, then high totals in Week 3, come back crashing back down to earth in Week 3. Then Troy West, I did throw in one game that Troy West recommended with us this week. He also likes Dallas minus 4. Not going to touch that one. Troy is amazing. I'm not going to go against him as a habit, but I don't know. I'm thinking that I don't trust Romo and Dallas as a home favorite against a young team like St. Louis. Troy West likes Dallas, though. He also liked Houston minus 2.5. Now, let's get into some of these picks. The other picks that I didn't take that I almost took, Chicago minus 2 right now. These are all DSI lines, boys, by the way. Al McMorty, I previewed that game with Al McMorty. Pittsburgh, I've been, auto fade for me all year long. Al McMorty likes Chicago at minus 2.5. But, I think that's the right side. A little bit fishy, though. A little bit fishy. Wouldn't at all be surprised if Pittsburgh comes out of nowhere and puts together. So I left that one out of the parlay. And then Stephen O. from EventDataServices.com, he recommended Green Bay minus 2.5. They're at 2.5 minus 115. And at DSI, I talked to Brent. There was a huge move early on Green Bay. They opened at plus 1 and quickly got bet up to minus 2 in the first jump at BetDSI. So the Sharps are on Green Bay. I can see that, but, I'm not going to put it in the parlay. That's too risky. Cincinnati has a lot of we know the deal with them. Great defense, a lot of weapons on offense. If Andy Dalton has a halfway decent game, they could easily steal that one. Brandon Shively, this guy, man, people saying he's a crap. People don't know what the hell to make of this guy, but he's given us 2 winners in a row. This week he likes New Orleans minus 7. you know, he makes a great case for it. I'm not going to put that one in. All right, now let's get to the games that I am going to put in my parlay. I've got 6 teams this week. It's going to be a 6-team, $3 round robin, 3s and 4s. That's 105. The risk is going to be 105. 6-teamer. The first 2 teams are what I call pure faith-based plays. Faith-based plays. I'm basically just tailing these guys. The first one, Troy West. You know this guy. Phenomenal track record. He told me in college that San Jose State is his second favorite play of the college football season to date, all year long. The first pick that he gave us, his favorite play of the year was in week 1 was Washington. That one covered by a mile. He likes San Jose State plus 4.5 right now. They're plus 4.5 at DSI minus 110. I could take them on the money line at plus 162. Very tempting, but I got burned with that if you recall in week 1 on the Cincinnati game. So I'm going to take San Jose State plus 4.5 minus 110. Faith-based play tailing Troy West. I did look into that game. Obviously, San Jose State, you know, have a great quarterback. They are, in general, an undervalued team. So they're probably going to be a good bet in multiple weeks coming up. And I'll take them as my first play in the parlay. Then, big faith-based play here. Giants minus 1, minus 110. Tony George recommended this one. He said it might be one of his premium plays this week. And then Doug Upstone in my weekly call with him, he also liked the Giants, you know. Cam Newton, obviously, and Carolina has a great front 7. Their secondary is super banged up. Ron Rivera, though, coach I love to fade. Tom Coughlin, coach that I do like to bet on, especially when the Giants have their backs against the wall. I'm not going to be betting this game personally, but I will throw Giants minus 1, minus 110 into the parlay. Faith-based play right there, tailing Tony George and Doug Upstone. Then, next play is going to be Tampa Bay plus 7, minus 115. This play I really like. I talked about it with Scott Kellen. Scott Kellen likes Tampa Bay plus 7. Of course, we know the deal there. The Pats just don't have the kind of weapons on offense to get margin wins. First 2 games this year, they did win, but didn't come close to covering their big spreads. And I think Tampa Bay should be able to keep it close. That's my third play. Tampa Bay plus 7, minus 115. Then the next one is also in the NFL, also a tale of Troy West. Tennessee minus 3, plus 100. We discussed that game. You can watch the video for why San Diego got a good win over Philadelphia last week, but they're going to have to come to the East Coast again. Tennessee looking, hopefully Jake Locker can have a halfway decent game, and Tennessee can cover minus 3, plus 100. And then the next 2 plays are college football totals that come straight from my call with Brent from BetDSI. He in his first call with us last week of college football. Week 3, he gave us 6 plays, 5 of them covered, and this is just what he does. He gives us sharp plays, and they do tend to win. So I got 2 here. The first one, Texas State, Texas Tech over. This is a play that the public and the sharps have been on. Right now it's 57.5. It's up a bit from like 54.5 or 55, wherever it was a while ago, but down a bit from it hit 58.5. Now it's at 57.5. I did handicap this game a bit. Texas Tech has obviously great passing game, lots of power on the tight ends. So I'm going to take that one over 57.5. And then Brent tells me Purdue, Wisconsin over 48 is a sharp play at a very sharp group coming in on the over and on the first half over. So that's the 6th play I'm going to put in. Purdue, Wisconsin over 48. Those 6 picks, $3 round robin parlay, 3s and 4s. That's 105 to win 926.25. So if all 6 of them win, I'll be up 926.25. 4 of them win, probably breaking even. 5 of them win, have a decent profit. And that's my Pete's Premium Parlay Show for NFL Week 3, college football Week 4. Thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you all again next week.